Why won't this canopy fit on my Mini 8? Oh wait, this isn't the Mini 8. This is Vaterra's new Kalahari. This is Vaterra's new 1/14 scale Desert Raider. It's called the Kalahari. I picked this up at my local hobby shop last night. Haven't had a chance to open it. Figured I'd open it now. From the outside of the box, it looks a lot like the Mini 8. It's got this little man sitting inside. I don't like that too much, but it's nothing major. Got a little dynamite power system in there. Looks a lot like the Mini 8. A little hard to get open. So apparently that's the bottom. And there's the car. So in the box comes the car. Which is just what I've already seen at the hobby shop. The shocks don't seem as good on this one as the one on display in the hobby shop, but they might have done something for that. And also the radio. This Vaterra packaging is pretty tough, probably excessive, but I guess the brand wants to make a good impression. Another little box. They came inside the radio box. I'm presuming that has a charger in it. There's the batteries for the radio, the batteries for the car. It's a little NIMH 1200 milliamp speed pack. It's a dynamite battery. It probably won't get much use. It's about exactly the same that came with the Mini 8, along with the EC2 connectors, which I'll be changing. A little pack of tools, a couple extra spurs. I hope those aren't shock spacers. And a charger for the battery, which will be going right in the closet. Also, I got the manual, which I'll look at sometime a couple weeks from now when something's wrong with the car. So it's one of the newer style Spectrum radios with the shark fin antenna. Well, this seems to be what's coming in all of the Vaterra kits. that I've seen so far. I don't know if this is a good radio or not. The dial seems to be a bit smaller. The wheel seems to be a bit smaller than the one that's on my DX3. There's a DX3 in comparison. So yeah, the wheel's a lot smaller, which may or may not be a bad thing. I don't know. As far as the look, I like it, but it's light without the batteries in it. Seems to be about the same weight as the DX3, but we'll see. So here's the Vaterra Kalahari. It's okay, my son's really interested in this car. I like it a little bit. I didn't realize how much it was like the Mini 8 until I actually had it. Just taking it out of the box, it seems like the front oil is heavier, or there's a different... I don't know. It seems like the rear compresses much quicker than the front does. So maybe there's different oil in the back, or I don't know if that's for the setup that Horizon wanted it to ship with, or maybe there's less oil in the back. I don't know right offhand. That's something I'm gonna have to look into. But right off the bat, you can probably hear. See how quick that hits the desk, and that one, it actually takes a little bit of effort to get it to hit. So I'll look into that later. And so right off the bat, we have this little ugly man right here that I want to cut out, but I'm going to leave him alone. Looks a lot like the 8. The arms look the same. Those are basically the same arms as for the 8. Not that that's a bad thing. The 8 is a spectacular vehicle. This looks a lot like it. I actually like it a lot with the top off. This is pretty slick right here. Kind of has a cart kind of look to it. I wouldn't be opposed to taking the shock posts off and just driving it like this. This is pretty slick. But wow. Yeah, the back is definitely, and there's no threaded shock bodies, which sucks. That's a big disappointment. No threaded shock bodies. Wow. I would have thought that something like this would. Anyway, let's take this Velcro top off. Let's see what's underneath. Yeah, this is a Mini 8. It's the same build, the same battery tray, the same. Oh, we got a waterproof receiver in there instead. Same motor. I can't see right off the bat if it's the same servo. That's a waterproof Spectrum receiver, it looks like, and a dynamite speed control. In the Mini 8, I switched this out. Actually, that's not the same ESC that's on the Mini 8. And it seems like the chassis is a little bit big. Let's make this real simple. So it's just about the same size as the Mini 8. The chassis tray is just a little bit bigger than the 8. The ESC is bigger, definitely. This Mamba Micro is exactly the same size as the stock ESC was when I got the 8. Same layout. The Kalahari has these Nerf bars that the 8 doesn't have. You could basically convert an 8 to a Kalahari, it looks like. There's no adjustable links in the Kalahari. The 8 came with adjustable links. They were the same arms, absolutely. I've switched the 8 arms to RPM. Yeah, it looks like the same vehicle. It has the same battery tray. Not bad. I always said I wanted another little mini 8, but looks like the wheelbase is a little bit longer on the Kalahari. Boy, those tires are hard. Those are going to do a lot of skidding once I get outside. I have to do something about the rear of this Kalahari. Maybe I'll add a couple spacers in there. It's way too loose in the rear end. See what stock oil they recommend and do a little change. So yeah, take a look at this little mini 8 that I got. So right off the bat, I'd have to say that the rear shocks need work. I don't know about Dynamite ESCs or products, but this is a waterproof ESC, waterproof receiver, waterproof servo. So I think I might just keep this as is and bash the hell out of it. Have a little fun with it. I have to be a little bit more delicate with my 8. So it'll probably be a little fun to have something that I can run through water and mud. Plus I got this goofy looking cap that I can. A lot of guys like these. This little guy that Vaterra's putting in their cars. I'm not one of those. I think it kind of stinks. That doesn't look scale or realistic or anything. It makes it look like a toy in my opinion. But you know what they say about opinions. So that's it for the car. Came with the little NIMH battery, which will probably go right into my battery stash and never get used. This is the battery that came with my Losi. As you can see, it's the exact same. This is 1100 versus the 1200 that they give you with the Kalahari. I'll be changing the connectors from EC2 and just using my Traxxas LiPos in the Kalahari versus the NIMH. Probably run 2-cell in the beginning and then switch it on over to 3-cell and see how it performs. Batteries for the radio. I've played with this radio a little bit off camera. I don't like it. This radio would be fine if I didn't already have a DX3. I don't see this being something that I'm gonna use over my DX3. No rubber grips. Has a very plasticky feel to it. That being said, it's a 2.4 gigahertz radio system, so you can't complain there. The trigger pull's a little too small for my finger. It's a large difference between the triggers on the DX3 and the DX2. With all that being said, you get a free Spectrum radio with your car. And Spectrum radios aren't cheap. Well, at least not any of the ones that I've looked at. They make good product. They sit down. You can sit them down. A lot of people like that feature. I don't really use that myself. Mine's always in my hand. But hey, like I said, it's a Spectrum radio. You can't beat it. Well, you can beat it, but here's a pack of tools they gave me. Those are spacers for the non-threaded shocks that they gave me, which will be changed as soon as I can find a way to change them. Got a couple wrenches in there, a hex driver, a plastic T-wrench, which strips and is no good after a while. But hey, at least they gave you tools to work with. Also, they give you a charger. I'm not even going to open this, but it's nice to have a charger out of the box. A lot of people don't even give you a battery or a charger, so lucky on that front. Well, I've already realized that I can't get it moving until I desolder this EC2 connector and solder on the Traxxas connector. This is an EC3. Whatever, it's coming off. And gotta put a Traxxas connector on there. But after that, she goes on the road.